हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम New Year. Gurudev said, the non-stop forward gush is ever from the unknown future to the present, and immediately the present becomes one with the endless past. None can turn back the clock of time, but Vedanta cheerfully shows us how we can wind it up. That day when you decide that the way I am living now is a wastage of my time, my energy, my vitalities. I have to live a more creative life whereby I create, first of all, my own greater happiness and sense of fulfillment, and as a byproduct, I may create happiness for others. But once you decide to live the higher life, honestly, that becomes the new year day. It need not be January 1st, and instead of saying Happy New Year, Happy New Boys and Girls, may you learn to live this year at least as a pure spiritual child of the great rishis of India. Friends, there is really no new year. The year is the same, 365 days. We have given a title called a year, 12 months, 30 days each month, 24 hours every day. These are all. People have given these names and these measures. Time is one. It continuously flows from the future. It hits you and becomes one with the past. It never stays. All others are our assumptions. We label it according to our convenience. Change can come only in you. The moment I change, that is the new year. All attempts at spiritual level is to bring about consciously a change from the better in ourselves, change for the better in ourselves. And we have got this capacity to change. This is the difference between man, the supreme, and the animals and the plant kingdom. But once you become a human, because we have got this rational intellect, whose glory is not in understanding the world outside and creating some more stupendous equipments of self-destruction, and clap at each other on their shoulders, saying that we have progressing scientifically. That is not the great capacity or the great benefit of having the human intellect, but to turn that ability to scientifically observe and analyze upon ourselves. Here is an occasion. I am a rational human being living amidst others. What should be my goal? What is it that I am searching now? These 20, 30 years, you did search for something. Did you get it? Haven't you put forth endless efforts to get it? Did you get it? How long should you be cheated? That you realize that what I am searching is not the thing that I really want. Make use of your own rational intellect, scientific observation capacity, and to deduce through deduction and reduction your own conclusion. This ability is not in the dog or the cat or the rat or the cow or the buffalo. It is only for human beings. If you don't make use of it, you are wasting your time. That day when you decide that the way I am living now is a wastage of my time, my energies, my vitalities, I have to live a more creative life, whereby I create first of all my own greater happiness and sense of fulfillment. And as a byproduct, I may create happiness for others. By helping yourself alone, you become more and more proficient in helping others. So once when we take up to our mind or our decision, choosing is the word used by the Upanishads. I choose to gain the higher. You must. You must choose to gain the higher unfoldment, higher unfoldment in yourself. If you don't choose, Lord will not interfere. He is a very decent guy. If you want to live the lower, vulgar life, he says, let it be. But once you decide to live the higher life, honestly, that becomes the new year day. It need not be the January 1st. Any day will be January 1st. That day when you decide to change yourself. And instead of saying Happy New Year, Happy New Boys and Girls, may you learn to live this year at least as a pure spiritual child of the great rishis of India. The present is the crucible in which the past is smelted, and the present is recast into a more covetable and beautiful mold. Those who strive thus to recast the present into a more beautiful future, to such people alone the fresh year is truly a new year. There is no new year that I know of. We, with our minds, passions, and hopes, conceive the coming year and the year that has gone off. Rest in Him who is ever the same in your heart and watch the parade of events in the stream of time. Nothing changes until one's thoughts change. Thoughts changes. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.